I want to welcome you to the December 19th episode of Laid Back History's 2023 Advent Calendar. Let's see what we're looking at today. So today we're quickly talking about asafoetida. Why? What does it really have to do with Washington County? Well, I mean, directly, not a ton. It's not native to here. The plant is not native to here. It's from Southeast Asia, and then it was eventually brought to Africa. It made its way to the United States with the slaves that were captured in Africa and brought over here. They brought it with them. But we know that Francis Lemoyne used it, and that it was used in different apothecary shops around here and sold in pharmacies even later on. Now, originally it was basically used for, there was a resin that it was used, the form was used from the roots, but then they were able to develop a way of turning it into pills that you could take. These are three grain pills. So they did find a way that it could be used for pills. Now, how it was used, but we'll just say Francis, it was used as a digestive agent. It was used as a spice. They would actually take and grind this up, and it had a little bit of a flavor to it. And they would put it in food to help with digestion, and so it was heavily used for that purpose. But there was also uses for it for pulmonary illnesses like bronchitis, asthma, and it was believed to have properties to help you stop or to prevent you from getting diseases. So they would actually take, and this was the African Americans that were brought over and forced into slavery. You would see it on plantations down in the South where they would take kerchiefs and they would take the root or the resin that was extracted from the root and mix that with sassafras and hot peppers. And they would wear that kerchief around their neck with that packed into it, and breathing that in supposedly was to keep you from getting diseases. But what was found is that also helped with breathing conditions, like I said, with bronchitis or asthma, where it helped open up your lungs and you could breathe better with it. And so it wasn't uncommon to see somebody that was suffering from something like asthma, bronchitis, or chest congestion to have a little like burlap bag tied to a necklace around their neck so that they would breathe that in. So what I guess maybe very close to like Vicks today, that you would use it for. But it was a common thing. It was a common spice, tablet, resin, whatever, however you want to say it. And it shows up in Francis Lemoyne's in his ledgers quite a bit as something that he would prescribe for digestion and also for flatulence. If you were gassy, it helped cut down on your gas as well. So there you go. But probably I'll just personal side. The first time I ever heard of it, I had no idea what asafoetida was. But the first time I ever heard of it was in the movie El Dorado. It's a John Wayne movie. Love John Wayne movies. My dad and I watched El Dorado and Rio Bravo more times than I can count. But in El Dorado, they're trying to keep the sheriff from drinking. And so Mississippi, one of the characters, has the cure for the cure. So basically, it'll keep you from drinking. It does something to a man's stomach where it naturally just can't hold any alcohol. Exact line. And the asafoetida was part of that mixture. So it was cayenne peppers, mustard, the hot kind, ipecac, asafoetida, croton oil, and gunpowder. He first thought it was oil of cloves, but then he said croton oil. So croton oil, and then gunpowder was put in, and John Wayne's response to that was, "I hope you don't blow them up." So that is the first time I I ever became familiar of asafoetida. So little personal thing for you right there. But at any rate, so asafoetida tablets here on display in our part of our medical display in the apothecary shop at the Lemoyne House. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow for the December 20th episode of Laid Back History's 2023, almost said 2022, 2023 Advent Calendar.